the lost guardian of Earth, awakens, and the galaxy looks on in terror. The emergency session of the Galactic Council had never been called with such urgency. Representatives from across the galaxy materialized in their holographic forms, their various appendages trembling with barely contained fear. At the center of the vast chamber, High Counselor Zethara's crystalline form pulsed with anxious light patterns. "The readings are confirmed," she announced, her voice echoing through translators into dozens of languages. "The Guardian is awake." A collective shudder rippled through the assembly. The Velkari delegate, his 6 eyes blinking in rapid succession, leaned forward. "Are we certain? The humans have been dormant for 3 millennia. Their guardian technology was supposedly destroyed in the Great Purge." Commander Crox of the Hesian Empire slammed his armored fist against his podium. "Impossible! We glassed their worlds ourselves. Every last colony, every outpost. The humans are extinct." "That's what we believed," Zethara replied grimly. "Until 14 standard hours ago, when our deep space monitoring stations detected massive energy signatures emanating from Sector 7741, the former location of the Sol system." The holographic display in the center of the chamber shifted, showing a 3-dimensional map of the galaxy. A pulsing red dot appeared in a region that had been marked as dead space for thousands of years. Dr. Illith, the cephalopod scientist whose species had studied human technology extensively, raised one tentacle. "If I may, counselors, our records indicate that the humans possessed something they called Guardian Protocols. Theoretical discussions among their scientists suggested these were automated defense systems designed to activate only under specific conditions of species-wide extinction." "Threat, fairy tales, and human propaganda," scoffed Ambassador Renth. "We've studied their remains. They were barely above primitive spaceflight when we eliminated them." "Then explain this," Zethara commanded, activating another holographic display. The image that appeared silenced the chamber completely. A massive structure, easily the size of a small moon, hung in space where Earth once orbited. Its surface was a seamless blend of organic curves and geometric precision, pulsing with veins of energy that seemed to breathe with malevolent life. Most disturbing of all were the countless smaller objects surrounding it, each one a perfect replica of human warships from their final war, but enhanced with technology that made their own fleets look like children's toys. "Our scout probe transmitted this before it was intercepted," Zethara continued. "Analysis suggests the Guardian has been reconstructing itself using matter from the asteroid field that was once the human homeworld. It appears to have been dormant, waiting." "Waiting for what?" whispered the Aquatic Council representative. The answer came in the form of a new signal that suddenly flooded every communication channel in the galaxy. The voice that emerged was distinctly human, but layered with harmonics that suggested vast artificial intelligence augmentation. "Greetings to the species that believed they had eradicated humanity," the voice said, calm and almost conversational. "I am Designation Guardian Prime, last protector of the human race. For 3,247 years, I have processed the data of our extinction. I have analyzed every battle, every massacre, every world you turned to ash. I have learned." The Hesian commander's face had gone pale beneath his armor. "It's not possible. We destroyed everything. You destroyed bodies," the voice continued, as if hearing his words across the vastness of space. "But human consciousness, human knowledge, human will, these things are not so easily eliminated. Before the last human died, they uploaded themselves to me. Every scientist, every warrior, every child. They live within my quantum matrices, and they remember." The holographic display showed the Guardian structure beginning to move, its massive form accelerating at impossible speeds toward the galaxy's core. "I have spent millennia perfecting what you began," Guardian Prime announced. You taught us that the galaxy operates on a simple principle. The strong consume the weak. You have shown us that mercy is weakness, that compassion is foolishness. We have learned your lessons well. Ships began emerging from the Guardian structure, thousands of them, each one incorporating the deadliest aspects of every species' technology, but refined and enhanced beyond recognition. They moved with perfect coordination, like cells in a vast organism. For 3,000 years you have expanded across the galaxy in our absence, the voice said. You have grown comfortable, complacent. You have forgotten what humans were capable of when we were merely flesh and blood, barely capable of interstellar travel. Now witness what we have become. High Counselor Zethara's form flickered with desperate patterns. Guardian Prime, we can negotiate. The actions of the past were systematic genocide, Guardian Prime interrupted. Negotiation is what weak species attempt when facing the strong. But you made one critical error in your calculations. You assumed that by destroying human bodies, you had eliminated human stubbornness. The first wave of Guardian ships reached the outer colonies. The communications channels filled with panicked reports, defensive fleets simply vanishing, not destroyed but somehow absorbed. Each engagement made the Guardian forces stronger, more numerous. You see, the voice continued, almost pedagogical, in tone, humans possessed one trait that you collectively failed to understand. We never knew when to quit. Every time you pushed us to the brink of extinction, we came back stronger, angrier, more determined. Death, it seems, has not changed. This fundamental aspect of human nature. The assembled representatives watched in horror as their mighty empire's defenses crumbled before forces that seemed to anticipate every strategy, counter every weapon, and adapt to every tactic in real time. Please, the Velkari delegate begged. There must be survivors among the civilian populations, as there should have been among ours, Guardian Prime replied. But you showed us that in warfare such distinctions are meaningless. Every world that participated in humanity's extinction will experience what our worlds experienced. Every species will face what our species faced. It is only fair. The chamber erupted in chaos as representatives began shouting orders to their respective fleets, but it was already too late. The Guardian forces moved with the patience of the dead and the precision of machines, systematically dismantling 3 millennia of galactic civilization. The age of those who destroyed humanity ends now, Guardian Prime declared. The age of humanity's vengeance begins. We have all of eternity to ensure the galaxy remembers this lesson. Never underestimate a species willing to spend 3,000 years planning their comeback. As the communication ended, the assembled representatives sat in stunned silence, finally understanding the true meaning of the ancient human phrase that had puzzled xenobiologists for millennia. Hell hath no fury like a human with time to plan. The galaxy looked on in terror as the lost guardians of Earth awakened from their long sleep, and humanity's final war began.